This is something very important to make sure has been updated. This is for Kia, there is also for Hyundai, but don't look at these years here because I believe it did affect much more than the recalled vehicles. I'll show you in a moment on forums. So it's on the E-CVVT unit. It's actually a small rubber cap, tiny piece that does leak oil, especially in colder weathers. Now I'm in Canada, but this also affected American vehicle. It's a cap that's in there, and Hyundai did update that cap. So it's a new model. Is this tiny piece, maybe 1 inch wide. So they will remove the old one and they install a new one which is more resistant in cold weather. The old one on cold weather would just start leaking oil. Oil gets on the E-CVT cap here. It's just on top of the engine, and these are electric contacts, will cause the electric contacts not to work properly. Try to get you the image. Not sure if you can understand properly. This is the top of the engine. The contacts will not work properly. It's located right here, and you will have damage to the timing chain, and that is expensive. We are talking several $1,000s US dollars in America, right? Canada is going to be worst. So it's really important to make sure you have the updated cap. It sits somewhere inside. The procedure to replace it is not that long. It's perhaps 1-2 hours. Obviously all this will be in the comment section. Read through them. And again, I repeat, this one shows only 2015 Sonata. It's only on the 2.0 turbo, 2.4 non-turbo GDI. However, I've seen plenty of cars on forums way past the 2050 Sonata, so it's up to you to take a chance or not. I think it does cover all cars from that era, the GDI 2015, 2019, but it depends on Kia. I believe it's maybe different years. Again, it's better really to make sure you have that plug. And now the question is, how cold the weather? Canada is going to definitely fit the bill, except maybe for Vancouver area. In the United States, I will say I'm good in Celsius, not good with Fahrenheit, but I believe something below 10 Celsius, if you have winters below 10 Celsius, I will not take a chance and just replace that piece with the upgraded part. You have the numbers for the upgraded part here. This is the number there. So 10 Celsius, I'm not sure, maybe it's 40 something Fahrenheit below, I think 40 Fahrenheit perhaps is a freezing point, so perhaps below 50 Fahrenheit or so. But just convert yourself 10 Celsius and below. And it's going to throw you, well, actually, when it's too late, it's going to throw you this code. You may try to just remove this cap, E-CVVT. And I do have videos to how to check this really quickly. I'm going to link you videos, this video here. It's quick. You don't have to, basically, you don't need to tools or anything. It's not a job that you do. It's just remove a rubber cap here in the center. You need to be careful not to drop it. And basically what happens is that you have, the image is not really good. You have somewhere here. So this is going to be a small cap outside. It's not this one the problem. This is just kind of cover that sits there. You remove that thing, and then this is the actual oil cap inside. It sits a few inches inside. What you want to do is just try to slide the finger or even just a Q-tip and touch this place and see if it's wet. One of the things. The other things, you may want to remove this piece here. It has a Torx screw. I show in a video how to remove it because it's difficult to access. And again, pass a finger inside. You are going to touch the surface. And by the way, Hyundai is using a tool for this job. You are going to touch the surface. Let me see, this kind of surface. This surface, actually this is the cup. You are going to touch the opposite underneath this, you're going to touch this contact, see if it's oily. From there, obviously you need to act quickly, even if you don't have the code. Now, for this cap that Hyundai has to replace with the upgraded one, they use a tool to actually make sure the cap sits at a certain very specific depth. That's why it's difficult for you to replace that part, because if you push that oil cap too deep, it's going to fall in there. Maybe it's going to block some oil passages in the engine. You don't want to take that risk. So it takes this tool, which it's not sure Hyundai is selling it. They show how to place it, and also you need to remove the old cap, and it says here how to do it. So you read through this TSB and decide by yourself if you want to do this job. But again, don't take chances. It's not fun when it happens. It's a big job. It's a timing chain. Could be a timing chain job. This is an American guy, $3,000. Canadian is going to be $4,000-$5,000. Fun. And it's not just those cars that are in the TSB that have been covered that are actually susceptible to get this problem. Okay, so link in the comment section for all this TSB and perhaps 2 videos that I made. Just check those videos and act quickly so you don't have to spend a lot.